Every wise man acts with knowledge, but every fool flaunts it boldly. And so in today's society, you see people flaunting their foolishness and getting rich. They're flaunting foolishness. They're selling marijuana, cookies, and Twinkies, and they're getting rich off of their own foolishness. And you see people getting rich off of foolishness. Nothing that uplifts you, nothing that encourages you and make you better as a person, but they flaunt their foolishness. And you see this in today's society. So every wise man act with knowledge. So wise man got wisdom and act with knowledge, but the foolish person flaunts his foolishness. They love foolishness and they love negative behavior. Folly is a joy to him who lacks sense. Foolishness is a joy to a person that lacks sense, that have no sense. So a person in today's society that have no sense, they love foolishness. They love the weed smoking. They love drinking alcohol. They love getting drunk. They love gossip. They love using a whole bunch of profanity in their life. And they love to keep drama. Drama. They love drama. They love negativity. And it's constantly in their life. They enjoy it. It's part of their spirit. Foolishness, they love. Folly is a joy to him who lacks sense, but a man that has understanding walks straight ahead. A man that has wisdom walks straight ahead. They keep walking. And they ignore the foolishness of life, the foolish things of life. They keep walking straight ahead. And they can laugh. Like, that's foolishness. I'm not going to be bothered with foolishness. You walk straight ahead. And whoever is slow to anger has great understanding. Because that person has patience. And love is patience. And so they slow to anger. They don't get angry. They slow to it. Because they have patience and they get understanding. But he who is hasty in temper, who gets angry and has a temper, they're ready to fight. They're ready to be in their negativity. They're ready to cuss you out. They exalt their folly. They like to express their foolishness. They express their negativity. They want to fight. They're ready to fight. They're ready to cuss you out. Use all this nasty stuff out of their mouth. Nasty words coming out their mouth. They exalt their foolishness. A fool gives full vent to his spirit. They give their foolishness action. They put action to their foolishness. They vent their spirit. So that means their spirit produces foolishness. And they give life to their foolishness. And so you see all these people in today's society doing foolish things. This is their spirit. They give life to the foolishness. They give life to the sinful foolishness. A wise man quietly holds it back. They're watching. They just keep quiet, and they learn off of people's foolishness. Foolishness. Irrational foolishness. Let's talk about this. I'm Trey Knowles, and welcome to Truth and Knowledge. Today's episode, we're talking about irrational foolishness. Irrational foolishness. Now, irrational foolishness is thinking and behaving without reasoning and logic and common sense. So a person that doesn't, they're thinking and they're behaving doesn't make sense. They just say whatever, they do whatever without even thinking about it, without even using common sense. Irrational, foolish person lives by their impulses and desires without common sense and morality. Okay? So what that means is that they have no sense of good and evil. Okay? They have no sense of what is good and what is evil. Okay? They just live by their own impulses. Whatever feels good to them, they just say it. They don't care if it's true, they just say it. Right? They don't care if it hurts anyone's feelings, they just say it or they just do it. The reason why I say that, because irrational people do and say stuff without thinking or seeing does it make sense. They just do whatever. Irrational foolishness. All right, we're going to talk more about this when we come back. Irrational foolishness. Irrational foolishness. Foolishness is the lack of good sense and judgment. A rational person is not looking for the sense of understanding of what is right. They're not looking for what is right. They're not looking for they don't even have the good sense of, they can't judge what is right. In fact, they take in everything that is wrong and they embrace it. They love to intoxication. They love explicit language. They love explicit music. They love gossip. The rational person embraces foolishness and darkness. They identify and associate together. So darkness, okay, everything that's dark, a rational, foolish person embraces it. They take it in. This is me, right? You ever heard a person embrace the word thug, right? So a person embrace the word thug, if you look at the definition of a thug, right, they're saying, well, I'm a bad person, but they embrace the word thug. So for a rational person embrace words, or explicit darkness, and they accept it as theirs, their judgment, they judge, their sense of judgment is everything that is wrong is good to them. So everything that is wrong is good to a rational person. They identify and associate together. Evil is good, and good is evil. A rational person embraces negativity and they accept it as their identity. This is what makes them foolish. This is what makes them foolish. There's nothing cool about being evil. Nothing cool about that. Their common sense and thinking is perverted. So if you know a person that takes everything that's dark and they enjoy being evil, think it's fun and cool being evil, their thinking is perverted. Their thinking is perverted. Irrational foolishness. We'll be right back with more. How to notice an irrational person. How to notice an irrational person. Well, first off, you can notice them by their language. The language of an irrational person is vulgar, with the use of lots of profanity. They use a lot of profanity all the time. F-bombs. They love drugs, marijuana, cigarettes, alcohol. They love sexual talks, malice. They enjoy inflicting pain on others. They like to see other people hurt. They believe in revenge. They have no forgiveness. They have no mercy on other people. Their behavior seems like is what they are driven by. They're driven by their behavior, the acts of immorality. Irrational person sees malice as the life of darkness. Irrational person sees malice and the life of darkness as being strong, acting hard. They say it's being strong, acting hard. And if you're righteous or holy, you're weak. They call you weak. Why do I say this? The reason why is because if a person doesn't agree with the irrational person's behavior, the rational person is automatically calling that person weak. So if you don't agree with their behavior, right? They call you bitch, they call you weak because you don't agree with their behavior. Because you don't agree with their behavior, the person becomes weak. So to them, immorality and unrighteousness is acting hard, and this is what makes them strong. That's perverted thinking, you guys. Perverted thinking. Very perverted. Very perverted. Why do I say this? Why do I say this? The reason why is because if a person doesn't agree with the irrational person's behavior, the irrational person is automatically called the person weak. They call us weak if we don't agree. Being strong, let me tell you what being strong is. If you want to be strong, right? Being strong is being able to withstand, okay? You standing up, you withstand the great force of pressure of the enticed wickedness, right? So we know the irrational person likes wickedness, right? When they come at me, or they come at you with their wickedness and their foolishness, you got to be able to be strong, hold your ground with great force, right? So when they try and entice you with their behavior, you're like, nah, I ain't having it. You can call me weak or whatever, but I ain't having it. Okay? That's what makes a person strong. Acting hard. Love all mankind, but hate the choice of actions of immorality and evilness. Love all mankind. I love you, but I hate the choice of actions of immorality and evilness. The reason why I say hate the choice of actions of immorality and evilness, because if we accept all kinds of wickedness and evilness, no one will be saved. No one will be saved. We all enter into the completion. We all enter in complete destruction. We all enter in complete destruction. Okay? So if we don't hate wickedness, we will all go into destruction. Because the whole world resolves around evil and wickedness. So hate the choices of actions of immorality and evilness. I'm not telling you to hate the person, but hate the choices of immorality. We'll be right back with more. He a snitch. He is a snitch. A rational person likes to demand people to stop snitching. To to stop snitching. I'm going to tell you to start snitching. To start snitching. Who cares? I might be weak to them, but I'm strong. I'm going to start snitching. Start snitching. Why am I telling you that? The Word of God says in Romans 12:9, love must be sincere. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil and cling to what is good. Okay? So, hate what is evil. So, if I'm not going to snitch, right, I mean, I'm allowing the evil to happen. Okay? So, I'm supposed to hate what is evil. So, I'm going to snitch. I want to see justice. I want to hate what is evil. I'm not going to agree with it. I'm not going to go with that person and say, okay, I saw what you did, but don't say anything like it was something good. I'm going to hate what is evil, right? We're going to correct what is evil. We're not going to walk with evil. We're going to correct what is evil and cling onto what is good, all right? We're going to come close to what is good. We're going to correct what is evil by coming close to what is good. So yes, start snitching. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about correcting irrational foolishness. Correcting irrational foolishness. How to correct irrational foolishness. How to correct it. Well, get to know God. Get to know God. Get to know God. Reason I'm telling you that because James 1:5 says, if you lack wisdom, you should ask God who gives generously to all with no fault, right? So look at, I'm not looking at what you did. You did it, but I'm going to, because I love you, I'm going to correct you and give you wisdom so you won't do it again. Okay? Because I'm going to create a new person. God's going to create you into a new person. Okay? So your foolishness that you love will be destroyed because you're looking for wisdom. You're looking for new growth. So get to know God and you find new growth. You find wisdom. Why am I telling you to get to know God? Because God is the creator. He's the creator of all things. He knows how the world's supposed to be because he created it. Okay? So when you get to know God and you look for wisdom, you start living the right, perfect way. Okay? Because God knows all and he gladly and willingly to give you wisdom. He gladly to give us all wisdom without finding fault because he loves us. He says, okay, I don't want you living like that. I don't want you doing that. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable thinking, unacceptable behavior. But you come to me, I'm going to give you wisdom. Please enjoy my wisdom. Love my wisdom. Be hungry for my wisdom. This is how we correct irrational foolishness. This is how we correct irrational foolishness. For those who live according to the flesh, set their minds on the things of the flesh. So if you're living according to the irrational foolishness, your mind and flesh lives by the irrational foolishness. But those who live according to the Spirit, who live according to the Word of God, set their minds on the things of the Spirit of God. Irrational foolishness is a part of the flesh. Irrational foolishness is a part of the flesh. Okay? For those who are in the flesh cannot please God. So if you are into irrational foolishness, you cannot please God. You cannot please God by being into irrational foolishness. Get to know God and correct your irrational foolishness. Get to know God and correct your irrational foolishness. Because God is willing to give you wisdom. He loves you. He doesn't want you to be involved in irrational foolishness, because irrational foolishness is part of the world's thinking and behavior. Realize this. I want you to realize this. Everything that I've said, this is not hate speech. Because God did not come into the world to condemn you, but to save you. I'm not telling you this because I'm not condemning anyone, right? I'm just trying to help correct the irrational foolishness. Foolishness. Foolishness is bonded up in the heart of a child. Okay? It's bonded up in there. But the rod of discipline will drive it far away. Proverbs 22:15. Discipline drives out foolishness. Thank you for watching Truth for Knowledge, Life Coaching with me, Trey Knowles.